Hi guys, welcome to a new video. In this video, we once again are going to make a pretty weird self-portrait. Yeah, stay tuned. Ideas are very abstract. This is way more work than I thought. I don't know how I feel about this, because I'm basically naked. And now, first, I'm just gonna block in where I want the person to. My painting arm really hurts.
Yeah, I hope you like the artwork as much as me. I'm very happy.
Welcome. Thanks for clicking on the video. I'm very thankful. In this video, I'm gonna not only make a very weird self-portrait, but I'm also going to try to explain my step-by-step process. You guys asked me how I make my paintings, so I'm gonna break it down. So this is gonna be a long one. So yeah, let's immediately start with the very first part, and that is the concept and searching for and finding a cool idea. Okay, I'm gonna admit this part is gonna be pretty rambly. Getting an idea is very cryptic. It's very much like 5 million thoughts at the same time, but I'm gonna try to break it down for you. And this is gonna be a long one. We're gonna have a long talky section at the beginning of the video, so I'm gonna simultaneously make the sketch for you guys, which, to be very fair, is step 2. Like, as soon as I have the idea set in mind, I'm gonna sketch. I'm gonna make some thumbnails. More on that later. But first of all, how did I find the idea for this project? So, I'm not a professional artist in a sense that I have a style, I have a series, I have something consistent in my art. I literally just get ideas and I think it's funny or fun and I want to paint it, and I have time and I'm my own manager, so no one and nothing's holding me back. For example, this project we're gonna make today, you can already see it. I went to Action because I needed some stuff for a project, for an actual art project for my main German channel. And of course, as a mid-20-year-old does, I walked through the toy section and looked at the toys. And I saw these little dino babies. And they kind of inspired me. Like, look at them, they're so tiny and so cute. I try not to be a messy. I try not to collect everything that's just cute, otherwise I would buy everything all the time. So I let them sit on the shelf and I went through the store. But I really kind of wanted them. I just wanted little dinosaurs, so I was making up a reason to buy them. So my main reason was like, oh, I could use them as a reference. That would be great. But what do I want to paint with dinosaurs? And I can't really tell you exactly how my thoughts went, but I guess I started thinking about just using them as a reference, just making little dinosaur artworks. Then I went on and thought, oh, maybe I can like draw a little girl playing with dinosaurs. But then I thought, oh, but then I need a little girl. I don't have a girl model. I don't want to paint kids. The only model I have at the moment is myself. And then I thought, well, why don't I just paint myself playing with dinosaur toys? That's pretty fun. I like them. Like, I buy them for myself, so I can play with them and I can showcase that in a painting. So I kind of had that idea for a while, just me playing with little dinosaurs. But for some reason, ideas just shoot into my head. And I thought, what if I paint these little dinosaurs like they aren't toys, but actual dinosaurs? Like, I'm playing with actual tiny little baby dinosaurs. And then my mind went to, oh, are the dinosaurs tiny? Or am I just big? And if I'm big, am I like a god or the nature? Oh, nature. I could make myself look like nature, Mother Nature maybe even, and I'm playing with my little creations. And that's where my idea stands at the moment. I'm mountains, Mother Nature, and I'm playing with my little creations. I think I'm gonna make some of the dinos look like toys in my hand and some other ones are just chilling around me. I think that will be fun. And I had a reason to buy dinosaurs, so win-win. So yeah, just to put it in a simple sentence, ideas are very abstract. They just come, they evolve over time. And if you kind of have a spark, like I had the spark, I kind of wanted to draw dinosaurs, hold on to it and just trial and error different secondary ideas. Of course, these ideas don't come up all the time, but as soon as they hit, I write them down, I get the stuff, and I will make sure that if I have time, I have like a few ideas lined up. At this moment, I have like 4 or 5 ideas written down, like actual ideas I think that are nice. So if I have time, I can go back to them. And the additional time kind of helps a little bit with like checking if I really like the idea or if it's just a quick thought. Because for example, this idea, it's kind of stupid, but it's been sitting around for a few weeks and I still like it. So I will probably also like it in another 5-6 weeks. I will probably like it still while I'm painting it. But yeah, to come back to the sketches, I like to make them on my tablet. It's a little bit quicker, it's a little bit more convenient. I have all the colors I need. And I start with a few thumbnails, very rough scribbles. Some of them you probably don't even see what I'm drawing, but it helps me just to visualize it a little bit. Okay, I hope you guys can understand me, it's raining again. I made 3 sketches, and these sketches, they aren't really made for real reference. They're just to give me a little bit of a feeling how the end result will look. So I already had the idea and how I wanted it in mind. I wanted me or a person looking like mountains, so a lot of curves with the dinos and like a semi-realistic backdrop. So I just played with some little small details. For example, do I want her all the way on the picture? Or do I want her to be cut off? And then I also looked into the colors. Do I want a more peaceful setting? I also kind of want extra because it kind of came into my mind. Here I am an island. I think it's funny, but I'm gonna stick to my original idea. And if I have a composition I like, I will make a reference picture. But I'm first gonna get my canvas, gonna prime it because it has to dry for a while. Yeah. Look at the dinosaurs, look at them. They're so tiny and so cute, and it was only €5 for the whole set. I'm open for name suggestions for them. So if you have some cute names, put them in the comments. Let's go. Okay, to be very honest, not a lot of thought went into the canvas. It was just a canvas I had laying around, and I think the size works. It's nice and big, not too big, the proportions fit. It's raining. If you're very nosy, this canvas is from Gerstica, and it's 60 by 80. A lot of you guys ask me if you actually need to get expensive canvases or if you could just take them from the dollar store and like do what you want. But if you have the money, I would suggest you to spend a little bit more on a canvas. It doesn't have to be the most expensive, like this one was about 15-20 euros. But in my experience, the really cheap ones, they kind of start to bend over time. They're not as sturdy as the more pricey ones. But I mean, even if it bends and you really like the art, you can later detach the canvas and get a nicer frame, reattach it. It's a little bit more work. At the end you will pay more, but if you don't have money at the moment, yeah, a cheap canvas is better than no canvas. This layer of solid color is just there to help me later with color matching. It's just easier to find the right color on a neutral mid-tone more so than on a white, because every color next to white just looks darker than it actually is. Plus, most of these canvases are already pre-primed, so you don't have to prime them. But I think, I don't know, with these especially, the colors don't really glide over them. The acrylics, of course, work really well on acrylics, so having this base makes painting actually more fun, for me at least. And if I work a little bit sloppy, and honestly, sometimes I do, it's better for a brown to show through than a solid white, because especially for this painting, there isn't really a solid white in a landscape, or a dinosaur, at least, as far as we know. Maybe there were solid white dinosaurs, who knows? Let's make some reference pictures. For that, I will have to undress again. This is the second time within 10 videos on my channel you will see me kind of naked, so please like and subscribe because this video will probably not be monetized. So cold today. Well, let's Let's do this as quick as possible. I'm just gonna do it on the ground here. But first, let's unpack the dinos. Oh. Oh. Who thought of this? Oh my gosh. I need a knife. Dino 1 has been freed. This is way more work than I thought. I think this is my favorite. Look how pretty the colors are. This looks a little bit weird. I always thought this dinosaur was way taller than this. Oh well, I don't care too much, to be honest. Yeah, he's gonna be my main character. Maybe. Oh, he's fun too, though. We kind of need a T-Rex, though. Yeah, we definitely need a T-Rex. Time for some pictures. I already put my outfit on, which means I took my clothes off. Yeah, making reference pictures by yourself will always stay awkward. I hate it. To the bone. Sometimes you just have to do what's necessary for the perfect outcome. I'm just gonna make the picture with my phone. And I kind of want some to actually look like toys. I think it's too big. Got it. It's even better than expected. I'm so happy. Okay, my next step is putting down the sketch. Sometimes in between the reference picture taking and the sketching, I will have a little additional searching for references phase. Because of course I can't put all of the information I need in one reference picture. For example, this one, it's not just me and the dinosaurs, it's also the background, mountains, sun, clouds. But by now I have painted enough mountains and suns that I can just freestyle it without references. That doesn't mean I'm a better painting than anyone who would use a reference for this part, just to make that clear. It literally just means I've painted so many mountains that by now I just know what they look like. It's pure memorization, not skill. I will still have a phase where I'm gonna search for reference pictures, but those references are more for color and lighting, and not for the sketch itself. I'm gonna make my sketch with just one color. Mostly I like to use a dark blue. This is a Persian blue and a white. You will later see how I will use these colors. It's a little bit unconventional. I haven't seen a lot of people that do it this way, but I really like it, so take out of it what you want and need for your art. I like to put down the sketch with paint. I know a lot of people that use pencil or maybe even like Sharpies or stuff, but I just think paint is quicker and maybe easier too, because I can just block in the forms and just get more and more tight and precise with every single layer. While with a pencil, you're literally working with not even a millimeter. So yeah, I'm gonna put up my reference picture and I'm gonna start in blocking the shapes. Okay, it's getting dark. I have my reference, I have a rather big brush. Now, first, I'm just gonna block in where I want the person to be. So I want a little bit of space to the bottom, and I'm just putting in the line without thinking too much about it. And that's the first step, just putting down where the main subject will be. And let me tell you what, I don't like it. I think there has to be more space. So I'm just gonna redraw the line. And that's why I really don't put in details, because imagine I would just tunnel vision through this, put down the whole sketch and then take a step back and be kind of disappointed by the placement. And now I'm gonna start with some shapes. So my drawing, it's mostly the head, the torso, and the booty. The head's about here. The legs here. And if you're blocking these shapes, always look at the reference picture and compare stuff with one another. Don't just draw in the shoulder, but look how much higher it is than the face, how much lower it is than the booty. Compare every single line. You can't compare enough while painting. In real life, don't compare yourself, okay? So I'm actually gonna bring out the booty a little bit more because I want it to look like a mountain. So that's why this is a little bit higher than in the reference. That's the artistic freedom. And by the way, your intuition is your biggest friend. If it doesn't look right, it isn't. Even if you feel like everything is well measured, if it doesn't look right, it isn't. So just keep on going. Okay, I present the first very rough sketch. I can imagine that some of you guys don't even really understand what exactly is. It's very cryptic, but I understand it, and that's the most important part. What I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna step a step back, gonna look at it, look if the proportions seem right, if I like the placing, and if I green light it, I will go in and add more details. Still, not all of them. I'm again just gonna do like another 20%, and then again I'm gonna stop, head a step back, look, check it, and then again 20%. Every time about 20%. And then when I'm completely done with this, I'm gonna add in the background and the foreground. Honestly, that's just preference. Hello. Okay, I definitely made the head too small. Otherwise, I'm pretty happy. The head has to be bigger. I'm gonna now go in with a tinier paintbrush and add in the important details I need for the colors later.
Bright pads on bare legs, you're like Charlie.
As you guys can probably see, it's gotten dark. That's nature telling me to stop working for today. I finished my second rough sketch. I'm gonna show you tomorrow because it's really dark right now. And then tomorrow we're gonna add the final sketch and then hopefully start painting. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if you can see it, probably not. I also added the two dinosaurs that are just laying on their back. Yeah, I'm so excited. This is really a real fun project. So this is what it looks like now. I could start with the colors right now, but as you can see, it's a little bit messy here and there, so I prefer to add one additional line art layer. I use a different color just to distinguish them from each other. And this will maybe take 10-20 minutes, maybe 30 if I really go into detail. Plus, it's fun.
Be like that, be like that. I love you in a big way, but you really didn't have to go and be like that, be like that, be like that, be like that.
Okay, the final sketch layer is done. I'm pretty happy. Now I started wondering if I want to add in more dinosaurs. I don't want to make it too crowded, but maybe it's fun if I have like a little one over here. Like this one. Or is that too much? I don't know. If I want to add in a dinosaur, I think I will do it at the end. Maybe though, I can see myself adding this little flighty boy. But I also really like the idea that all of the dinosaurs are actually toys. But I also like the idea that some of them are toys and some of them are real. So you can't really distinguish if they are real, if they are toys, where the line is drawn, you know. We'll see. I'm gonna get one reference for my background. It's the one I used on my last commission. I really liked it. Honestly, I think that's good. I'm still not sure if I want to add in a dinosaur, so I'm just gonna paint all of this. And if I feel that something is missing at the end, I can still add in another dinosaur. I really want to start with the colors. So for my color palette, I choose the primary colors and added in white, Persian blue. The Persian blue I will use as black. I will mix it together with the red. It will turn into a very deep and dark purple. And I just think that a dark purple instead of black has, first of all, way more dimension, is way more interesting, and also looks a little bit more magical. And just to make life easier for myself, I also added a Mars yellow, because mixing brown sometimes is really annoying. So it's just like an extra little time saver. I'm gonna start with the background and work my way to the front, because I will definitely work a little bit sloopy here and there and it will drip, and I just don't want to put all the effort into the face and dinosaurs just for the background to ruin it later, potentially. First layer of the background is done. The second layer basically just is light. And I'm gonna show you guys how I do it, because a lot of you ask. It's honestly very simple, but while it's gonna dry, I'm gonna allow myself a quick break. I'm gonna eat some couscous. And honestly, my painting arm really hurts. Like up here in the shoulder and in my neck. It's been like this the last couple of weeks by now. And I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm really trying to stand upright most of the time. I almost go to the gym every single night when I can. I'm at the gym at least half of the week. And still, I feel so weak. So that's a bummer. So yeah, I'm gonna rest my arm a little bit now. Eat. See you guys later. I'm back. Let's put in some light. This painting really needs some warm tones. Oh, I'm getting so old. So we need some fresh water for the light. A chunky brush. My light will be warm, so my paint is yellow and a little bit of red and white. And honestly, I don't even know how to explain this because it's so simple. But I'm gonna make you come a little closer. I'll just take my brush and I make it really wet. Bam. Drippy wet. Okay, not drippy wet, but like wet. Put a little bit of paint on the brush. Oh, and very important, we need some kind of thing to rub the paint off. So now I'm just gonna swoop a chunky spot here and I'm just gonna go over it like this. And that's basically it. Like this. And I'm gonna go over it. So I'm gonna do that a couple of times until I'm satisfied with the intensity of the color. But really make sure your first layer is completely dry when you do this. Because you don't want to smoosh your other paint. And sometimes, if you feel fun, if you want to make the light a little bit more dramatic, just add in a streak like this. Make it a little bit smaller on top and get wider to the end and just do the same. It's very, very, very light, but if you layer it and keep layering it, it will just start to look very natural and beautiful. It also looks really nice when you let it fade out till the end. So make it more opaque near the sun. And the further out it goes, the least opaque it is. And now I'm gonna add in my sun. I'm just gonna make a ball and also gonna smoosh it. Maybe a little bit of white and smoosh it. The smooshing basically just blends it. I'm now gonna add some more highlights to the clouds near the sun. Oh, and what I also really like, I like to add some white specks in the light. It's like the dust in the air that has been hit by light. Just looks magical. Like this. Isn't that pretty? It's next day, excuse my face, I couldn't be bothered to do my makeup today. I finished most of the background, a few details still are missing. We'll fix it later. Today, I'm gonna paint myself.
It's inside my mind, this dark shadow parades, and I have locked the door, bolted it down like never before. No escape there seems to be, this is what it's like for me.
I started with a very rough layer. It's very patchy, just to have like some kind of a base. And now we'll go into the parts of the face, because acrylics, they dry really quick and skin has to be smooth. So by staying in one point, I can work quicker and while the paint is wet. So it just will look a little bit smoother. I will show you. I'm gonna start with the nose.
Dug a hole into the ground, a fallout shelter no one could find. Still your face is all I see, I'll tell you what it does to me. It's the sound of distant thunder on the plains, way under lightning crashes. It's the sound of howling wind and driving rain, and heaven's on fire with flashes of you.
Thank God I finished the mouth. I'm so happy. I kind of look like an egg, but it also really looks like me. So now I'm thinking, do I look like an egg? Is it just a painting? It does look like me. Am I an egg?
Still your face is all I see, I'll tell you what it does to me. It's the sound of distant thunder on the plains, way under lightning crashes. It's the sound of howling wind and driving rain, and heaven's on fire with flashes of you. It's the sound of distant thunder on the plains, way under lightning crashes. It's the sound of howling wind and driving rain, and heaven's on fire with flashes of you.
Hey guys, so it's the next day. I'm sorry that I didn't talk too much with you guys yesterday. To be honest, I was a little bit in a bad mood. My arm really hurt. Thankfully, it stopped hurting this morning, so I'm ready to rumble again. And it was that time of the month. If you understand, you understand. So yeah, I kind of finished myself. I kind of finished one dinosaur. I kind of finished the backgrounds. And I'm saying kinda because, of course, it's officially done if I add in the details. So like the blacks in the eyes or more detail in the skin, the little trees. Today I'm gonna make the little dinos, add in a few trees and hopefully finish it. I have about 3 hours before I have to leave for the weekend, so should work, should work. I'm excited. Oh, and by the way, on a different note, I'm slightly offended by the way my scale decides to show up, because I do like to make self-portraits, but every time I make a self-portrait, people are like, something is off, it doesn't completely look like you. But when I'm trying not to paint myself, this is me. This looks exactly like me. I just wanted to use me as a reference, and I just painted, I think, the best depiction of myself. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this, because I'm basically naked. And I'm depicting myself as a god. It's a little bit weird. But oh well. Oh, and another thing. My opinion about this painting till now. I like it. I think I made the sky really pretty, the face nice, the little dino is cute. I'm not really happy with the colors though. I imagined it to be more bright. This is very dark and moody, and I think the idea is quite fun for a picture this dark and muted. Am I going to change it? Of course not, because this isn't a digital painting. It's not one little thing I have to change. I literally have to redo the whole painting if I want to just brighten it up. So it's just gonna be this. You live and you learn. It's not bad. It's not as good as I wanted it to be, but honestly, no painting is, so I'm gonna roll with this. Let's paint this little fella.
Words left on the shelf, full of dust, you'll know it's me and from nobody else. Grab your seat at the fantasy parade. What I see is all inside my head. I come to you and hopefully I can contain myself. Pulsing blood that flows through me and wants nobody else. See through me and all of my charades. I am not.
Hey guys, my dinos are done. I'm really happy with them. They're really cute. And I think they look like toys, but they still kind of look real. I'm very happy. Well, anyways, I looked up a little reference picture for a tree. Ta-da! And I'm just gonna throw them in here. I'm just gonna wing it. I have to say, I've been thinking about it a little bit more while I was painting, and I kind of do like that it's me. I kind of do like the idea of putting me in my art. It's kind of a signature. My dad actually came up with the idea to do it more, to make it my thing. That I have these wacky ideas and I just put myself in there. Because, quite frankly, I do need models for my art. So why just not use myself all the time and make it my thing? It's not like I'm inventing the wheel new here. There are a lot of artists that use themselves, but I just have never thought of it. So yeah, I guess I'm entering my self-portrait era, although it's not about me. It's truly not about me. Like I said, it's more like a signature. I like that idea. Okay, we're gonna place a tree right here. Ooh. Like that height is nice. I'm not in the mood to paint around the dino, but I know I'm gonna hate myself if I'm not gonna follow my ideas because of laziness. So there will be a tree here. This is why you have to plan your art, guys. This is annoying because this little dino is so cute. And I would like one behind me over here. Honestly, because this mountain looks kind of plain, I was working a lot with the mountain, but it just kept looking weird. I added snow and it was too much. I removed it, it was too little. So now I'm just gonna cover it with a tree. And maybe one in the back here too. Just so it's not too perfectly spaced out.
For me, it's just the thought of you that sets it right. Baby, you're my light. I never wanna fall away and lose my sight. Am I hanging
So this is how far I came. I added in the trees, a little bit of planties down there and on me. But I have to go now. It's only a little bit I have to add to it, but I really don't want to rush it. I want to give the painting as much time as it needs to flourish. So I will continue after the weekend. So this video will probably be a little bit later than normally. Mostly I post every second weekend. Yeah, I hope it's okay, but we're almost done, friends. We're almost done. Only a few more details. Maybe a dinosaur in the sky. I'm still not sure. I'm back. The weekend has definitely helped. I made some decisions. I know what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna add some dinosaurs, to be very precise. I'm gonna add this little fellow because I just really like this little comey thing. I'm gonna put him right here. And I'm gonna also add a flighty boy because the dinosaurs are the main interest of this picture. So the more the better. I think I'm gonna paint him here. I'm gonna make him a little bit smaller though. I also really want to add in the contrasts and just make this whole part a little bit cleaner. So yeah, let's go. So yesterday I was in something I personally call the groove. I really wasn't feeling filming too much. I just wanted to paint, so I did. I made a little time lapse for you guys, but basically I can tell you I just brightened up the colors a little bit. It took a little bit longer than expected, but I'm really happy that I did it. You probably can't even see it, but I like it more. The colors are more bright now and less grayish. I added in 3 dinosaurs, 2 flighty boys and 1 Rory boy. Yeah, the exact biological terms. Anyways, my sister came in, she told me to add some green to the hair. I did, and today I only, I'm actually pretty much done. I think I want to add a little bit more detail to the flighty boy, and I want to clean up the borders, like here and down here. But then I'm basically done. I just have to sign it, I have to varnish it. Those are basically the last 2 steps. Signing it, very important, and varnishing. I will probably not varnish this piece in this video, even though it's a part of the process, but you should wait a few weeks until the acrylic paint is fully dried. Even if it's dry to touch, it isn't fully dried. I don't know the whole physics behind it, but you should wait a little bit. And I'm not gonna wait a full month to post this video, so if you want to see how I varnish it, if you want a little tutorial, just subscribe. You will see it in the next video. The next video, by the way, will anyways be really nice. Because while I was painting this, I was thinking, I don't want a series. A series is a little bit excessive, but I was thinking of making like a family. So we have one big painting and we're gonna give her some babies. I would really like some 10 by 10 centimeter canvases just with the dinos, because I really like the dinos. And I think especially for people that like to purchase an original, the little dinos are way cheaper, but still like a part of this. Because I've been posting it on Instagram and people really like this project. It makes me really happy because I like it too. So yeah, next week's video will probably be me giving her a little family. Anyways, let's finish the painting and by that finish this very long video. Hi guys. So I'm just tuning in one last time to end the video. Thank you that you were here all the way till the end. I know this is a long one, so if you're still here, comment a little dinosaur emoji. And yeah, if you really watch this much of this video, you may like me and my content. So consider subscribing, consider giving it a like. I would appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you like the artwork as much as me. I'm very happy. Have a nice weekend. Bye. Stay healthy and creative.